It's like this every damn day. I sit here in this overcrowded, noisy terminal, watching people argue over misplaced luggage, hear the constant buzz of impatient voices, and feel the stress ripple through the air like static. Every time I think about it, it just makes me angry. The constant commotion, the endless rush, the frustration on every passenger's face as they get pushed and shoved around by flight delays and overbooked seats. And why? What for? I didn't sign up for this. I just wanted a job that didn't make me hate everything. I glance across the terminal at the latest scene, a man yelling at a staff member for not allowing him to board early. The poor guy is just trying to do his job, and this jerk is making a scene like it's the end of the world. What's the point? Why does everything always have to be this way? It's like no one knows how to just relax and get through the day. I watch the argument escalate, the tension rising as the man's face turns red, the staff members' hands shaking as they try to keep things calm. This is what I deal with every single shift. And for what? A paycheck that barely makes up for all the stress and exhaustion. Another voice breaks through my thoughts, this time a customer barking at me for a small mistake, something minor I had no control over. I don't even have the energy to respond. I just nod, apologizing in a tone that's too practiced, too rehearsed. It's the same damn apology I've said 1,000 times, but nothing ever changes. I feel the tightness in my chest, the frustration boiling inside me, and I can feel my fists clench involuntarily. I'm done. This place is suffocating. I never thought I'd be the type to get burned out in a job like this, but here I am, running on fumes, trying to hold it together for another hour, another day. It's like I'm just going through the motions now, waiting for the next day to repeat itself. Just another flight to board, another angry passenger, another wasted shift. Then my phone buzzes. A new text message. It's from a job listing I had applied to earlier, Pinebrook Airport. I didn't think much of it when I first saw it, but now, in this moment of frustration, it feels like a lifeline. I open the message. It's an opportunity for a position at a small airport in the Midwest. The words catch my attention. The pay's better, and the position looks promising. I don't have to deal with the chaos anymore. This could be my escape. A new start, I mutter to myself, eyes scanning the details. No more chaos, maybe this is it. I click the link. The hope that rises inside me feels almost unreal. Maybe this is the change I've been begging for. The shift ends, and I step outside to get a breath of fresh air, the cool breeze hitting my face like a slap in the face. I need a break, a moment to think. Maybe I'm just tired. No. It's more than that. It's deeper. It's the constant pressure, the expectations, the endless lines of angry faces. I can't keep doing this. The weight of it all is too much. I look up at the sky, at the planes cutting through the air, heading to destinations I can only dream of. I watch them for a moment, and something inside me breaks. The dream of escaping this chaos. But where can I go? What's left for me here? I've been stuck in this loop for too long. I'm done with this, I think to myself. There's got to be more than just yelling customers and endless crowds. I need a change. I grab my phone and apply for the job at Pinebrook. The ad said it was a night shift position. I'm not sure what to make of that, but the pay's better. A small price to pay for some peace and quiet. I attach my resume and send it off, barely thinking about it. I'm desperate. I don't care what it takes. It feels like a shot in the dark, but it's the only shot I've got. And for the first time in a long time, I feel something I haven't felt in months. Hope. Hours later, the email comes. Excited to meet you, Pinebrook Airport night shift. I read the subject line twice, squinting at the words. Night shift? That's a bit strange, but better pay, right? I sit down and open the email. It's an interview request. Fast. Too fast. I don't know why, but something about this whole thing feels off. The job, the quick response, it all seems too easy. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Still, I'm curious. What could it hurt? I scroll through the job details, and then something catches my eye. Comments. Reviews. People who've worked there before. Some of them are strange, like warnings, almost. Just make sure you follow the rules, or things get weird at night. Don't look at the plane on runway 2 at night. Just don't. No one ever stays for more than a month. Not sure why. Just don't ask questions. I stop. I scroll back up, rereading those lines. Things get weird? What the hell does that mean? And, don't look at the plane? This doesn't feel like a normal job listing. It feels like something else. My gut tells me to stop reading, to walk away, but something keeps me going. What kind of place am I applying to? I say aloud to no one in particular. The unease starts to settle in, but there's something else too. Desperation. I need out. I need something different. And if this job means a quieter life, then maybe I'm willing to overlook a few odd comments. Maybe I'll get used to it. After all, they're offering better pay. That's what matters, right? I take a deep breath and submit my application. Maybe this will be the change I've been looking for. Or maybe it'll be the biggest mistake of my life. Either way, I have to try. I step off the bus and take in my new surroundings. Pinebrook Airport. I don't know what I was expecting, but this definitely wasn't it. The airport is small. Smaller than I thought, actually. It feels isolated. I'm used to the constant noise, the chaos, the endless crowds of people rushing to their gates, checking in, arguing with staff. Here, it's quiet. Too quiet. No crowds, no rush, no bustle. Just an empty parking lot and a small terminal that looks like it could fit inside a single room at the other airport I used to work at. This place? It's a far cry from the chaotic terminals I'm used to. No screaming children, no overworked staff scrambling to make everything work. No one's here. No one at all. I stand still for a second, trying to take it all in. It feels like I stepped into a different world. "Welcome aboard, Avery," a voice calls, pulling me from my thoughts. I turn to see Evan, my new boss. He's in his mid-40s, with a well-kept suit and a warm smile. His calm demeanor is a stark contrast to the frantic energy I left behind. For a moment, I can't help but feel a bit grateful. It's a quiet place here. "You'll love it," Evan says, his voice calm and reassuring. I nod, trying to mask the unease creeping in. It's nice, sure. But is it too nice? "I'm glad to be here," I say, forcing a smile. The city airport was too much. Evan chuckles, like he knows exactly what I mean. "I bet. It's different here. Don't worry. You'll get used to it." He starts giving me a tour, walking me through the terminal. Everything is clean, almost sterile. The walls are blank, the floors are polished, and the only sound is our footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. It feels like something out of a movie, too perfect, too quiet, almost unnatural. As we walk, Evan hands me a single sheet of paper. A laminated piece of something. "These are the guidelines you must follow," he says, his voice smooth and casual, like this is normal. "Don't worry, you'll get used to them." I take the paper from him, glancing down at it. The text is clear, printed in black ink. Rules. All lights must remain on at all times. If one goes out, replace it immediately. Do not listen to the voices. What? I blink. I'm reading the words over again, trying to make sense of it. Voices? What voices? The next rule is equally bizarre. During storms, stay indoors. Do not use the women's restroom, even if it's an emergency. What? Who writes this kind of stuff? What's wrong with the restroom? The next part feels even stranger. Between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m., a woman named Sarah will enter the terminal. She will try to engage you in conversation. Do not speak to her. If you do, lock yourself in the nearest restroom until she leaves. I furrow my brows. Sarah? Is this some kind of joke? Why would I need to lock myself in a restroom if I talk to her? What is this place? The next few rules are even worse. A janitor named Simon will arrive between 1 and 2 a.m. If he gives you any name other than Simon, lock the doors and refuse entry. A plane will appear on runway 2 at some point during the night. Do not look at it twice. If you do, it will follow you. Around 3 a.m., a group of armed men claiming to be from TSA may arrive. Do not allow them to enter the skybridge. My head is spinning as I read them all over again. This is insane. What am I getting myself into? I know I'm desperate, but this feels wrong. These rules are so specific. So cryptic. I don't know what I'm reading, and I don't know what I've gotten myself into. What the hell am I reading? I whisper to myself, my voice shaking just a little. The silence in the break room makes the words feel heavier, like they're pressing down on me. It's so quiet here. Not a sound, not a person in sight. Just me, alone with this list of insane rules. I look up from the sheet, trying to calm my racing thoughts. Maybe I'm just overreacting. I'm sure these rules are just precautions, or maybe a joke. This place is different, sure, but I have to give it a chance, right? I take a deep breath. Just follow the rules, I tell myself, repeating the mantra. They've got to have some reason for these things, right? I set the sheet down on the table, trying to shake off the chill that's settled in the pit of my stomach. I can't let my imagination get the best of me. I came here for a reason, to escape the madness. To find peace. Maybe these rules seem weird, but I'm sure they have a purpose. I'm not going to let some strange set of instructions stop me. Not when I'm this close to something better. Still, I can't shake the feeling that something is off. The night shift begins, and I feel the strange weight of it settling in. It's only my first night, and already, everything feels different. The airport is empty, eerily so. There's no one rushing around, no chatter, no noise of announcements or last-minute boarding calls. The silence is almost too much to handle. I walk through the terminal, trying to get comfortable, trying to shake off the odd feeling I've had since arriving. The place is too quiet. It's not like the busy terminals I'm used to. There's something about it that just feels off. My phone buzzes in my pocket, pulling me out of my thoughts. I check the screen. It's Evan, my boss. Remember the rules, he says, his voice calm but firm. Just keep an eye on the time. It'll be quiet, but strange things can happen. Stick to the plan. I nod, even though I know he can't see me. I'll be fine, I reply, trying to sound confident, though it's getting harder by the minute. Just follow the rules, right? Evan's voice softens. That's it. You'll get the hang of it. I hang up, but the tension in my stomach doesn't ease. The rules are still fresh in my mind, and I can't shake the feeling that something's going to happen tonight. Something strange. I take a deep breath and force myself to walk through the terminal, trying to get used to the stillness around me. It's like I've entered another world, one where time moves differently, where nothing happens the way it should. I try to push the thoughts aside. I'm here to do a job. Nothing more, nothing less. But then, I notice her. Sarah. She's sitting by herself in the terminal, perfectly still, her eyes fixed on the floor in front of her. I don't know why, but I feel an immediate tension in my chest. Something about her seems off. She looks normal. She's just sitting there, waiting for someone. But I know better than to approach. I've read the rules. Do not speak to her. Lock yourself in the nearest restroom if you do. I glance at her, trying to make it seem like I'm just passing through. But my eyes keep coming back to her. There's something unnerving about the way she doesn't move, how still she is, like she's frozen in time. Sarah doesn't look like she belongs here. I'm not sure how to explain it. It's like she's out of place. But no talking, right? I remind myself of the rule. Stick to the plan. I force myself to turn away, looking at the clock, trying to stay focused. I can't let her distract me. Not now. She doesn't move for a while, and I think maybe I'm overthinking it. But then, after what feels like an eternity, she gets up. Slowly. Like she's unsure of where she's going. She walks across the terminal, but never looks up, just staring at the floor in front of her. I watch her as she walks away, my unease only growing. What is this place? What is going on here? But she's gone. It's over. Nothing happened. I remind myself again, stick to the rules. Hours pass, and it's been quiet, too quiet. I'm starting to get used to the stillness, to the silence of the airport. But then, I hear it. Footsteps. Slow. Measured. Coming from behind me. I turn around, and there he is. Simon, the janitor. He's wearing the same blue coveralls I've seen on the other janitors, and he's carrying a mop, ready to clean. He smiles at me as he approaches. Hey, mind if I clean near your station? I hesitate. Something about him feels wrong. I remember the rules. If Simon's not Simon, don't let him in. I quickly glance at his face, trying to make sure he looks like the same man I was warned about. But it's hard to tell. He looks ordinary. Just a man with a mop and a smile. But I've read the rules. I can't risk it. What's your name? I ask, my voice a little shaky. He looks surprised for a second, then smiles again. I'm Simon. Relief washes over me, though I don't quite understand why I'm relieved. It's just a name, right? But it's enough. It's enough for me to let him in. Okay, go ahead, I say, forcing a smile. Simon starts cleaning, but the feeling in my stomach doesn't go away. I watch him as he moves around the terminal, mopping the floors. His movements are too smooth, too mechanical, like he's done this 1,000 times. I try to tell myself I'm just being paranoid. Everything's fine, right? But the unease doesn't leave me. There's something about the way he works, something about the way he doesn't seem to care about anything around him. He's in his own world, and I'm just here, stuck in mine. Everything's fine, I tell myself. Just stick to the rules. But I can't stop watching him, feeling like there's something I'm missing. Is it his calmness? The way he seems to move like he's part of the place, like he's been here forever? I don't know. The rest of the night is quiet. Uneasy, but quiet. Every time I glance at the clock, I remind myself that I'm here to follow the rules, to get through the shift. It's a simple job, right? But I can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. The rules. The way they don't make sense. The way I'm supposed to follow them without question. I try to shake it off, but I'm already wondering, what happens if I break them? What happens if I don't follow the rules? The thought hangs in the air as the night stretches on, thick with tension. And all I can do is wait. The clock ticks past 3 a.m., and I'm still trying to make sense of the night. The silence around me is suffocating, and I can feel the weight of it pressing in from all sides. That's when I see it. The Cessna Skyhawk. It's on runway 2, just sitting there. No sound. No movement. It wasn't there before, but now it's as real as anything. I freeze. I remember the rule. Do not look at it twice. I don't know why, but my eyes lock on it again. I turn away quickly, telling myself it's a mistake. Just one glance. But the image of that plane doesn't leave. It sticks in my mind, like it's burned into my memory. I can't shake it. It's too still, too quiet, as if it doesn't belong. What did I just do? I look again. I broke the rule. Panic starts to rise in my chest. Did I just break the rule? I whisper to myself. I try to push the thought aside, to focus on anything else. But my mind races, wondering if I'm in trouble now. What happens if I break the rules? What if something bad happens? And then, without warning, the door slams open. A group of men bursts into the terminal, their boots pounding on the floor. They're dressed in tactical gear, and they don't look like they belong. They don't look like any TSA agents I've ever seen. They're too intense. Too serious. And they're not here for any regular security check. They're here for something else. One of the men steps forward, his voice low and demanding. We need access to the skybridge, he says, his eyes cold. You're not allowed to deny us. My heart skips a beat. I remember the rule about the skybridge. No one can go through it without permission. And these guys definitely don't have permission. I swallow hard, trying to keep my voice steady. I can't let you through, I say, my voice shaking. The rules, the men don't care. They take a step closer, their presence suffocating. They're pushing, trying to force their way past me. I hold my ground, refusing to let them past the skybridge. I can feel my breath quickening, my nerves on edge. My heart races, not just from fear, but from something else. Something deeper. I'm standing firm, but I wonder for a second if I'm losing my mind. Am I following rules that mean nothing? Or are these rules the only thing keeping me safe from whatever's lurking in the dark corners of this airport? The men try to shove me aside, but I don't back down. I hold my ground, standing between them and the skybridge. They're getting angrier, their voices rising, but I can't move. I don't care how big they are. I can't let them break the rules. A violent confrontation erupts. One of the men lunges at me, pushing me backwards. I stumble, falling to the ground hard. Pain shoots through my body, but I don't have time to think about it. I have to stand up. I have to stay in control. And then, just as suddenly as they appeared, the men stop. They look at each other, confused. They seem to realize I'm not going to back down. They turn, leaving as quickly as they came, leaving me in the quiet chaos of the terminal. I sit there on the floor, stunned, trying to catch my breath. The adrenaline is still pumping through my veins. What just happened? What is this place? Am I losing it? Did I just imagine everything? Was I supposed to let them in? Was I supposed to follow the rules? What's real and what's just my mind playing tricks on me? I sit there for a few moments, my heart slowly returning to a normal rhythm. Then, from the doorway, I hear Evan's voice. Calm. Reassuring. You did great, he says, walking into the terminal. Don't worry about them. They can't hurt you. But you'll get used to it. Welcome to Pinebrook. I blink, not sure what to say. My mind is spinning, still trying to make sense of what just happened. What the hell did I just go through? I ask, my voice barely above a whisper. Evan just shrugs, like this is all just part of the job. Rules are rules. And here? They keep you safe. I stare at him, my head full of questions. The plane is gone now. The men are gone. But I don't feel better. I feel more confused than ever. I glance out the window, the sky still dark, the airport still eerily quiet. And then it hits me. The understanding starts to settle in, a new clarity. I'm not running from chaos. I've walked straight into it. I look back at Evan, and I see it in his eyes. He's not afraid. He's not confused. He knows exactly what this place is. He's been here long enough to understand. And now, so do I. I'm in this for the long haul. The airport begins to wake. Slowly, the quiet gives way to the sounds of the first few arrivals, the low hum of activity that means the shift is starting again. I stand at the terminal counter, staring at the horizon, trying to process everything. The rules. The plane. The TSA men. The strange, inexplicable fear that lingers in my chest. But there's something else now. A strange acceptance. I thought I was running from chaos. But now, I'm starting to believe the real chaos is here, beneath the surface. And these rules? They might be the only thing keeping me alive. I take a deep breath and walk to the control desk. I'm ready now. Ready to face whatever comes next. Ready to follow the rules. Because, for better or worse, I don't have a choice. So, what would you do if you were in my shoes? Would you follow the rules, or would you try to escape? Comment below and share your thoughts. And don't forget to subscribe for more. Because in a place like this, you never know what could happen next.